Headlines: New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has announced his resignation and will leave office in 2 weeks. The news comes as the governor had been under increasing pressure to resign, especially since the recent broadcast of an interview with one of his accusers. Although the governor continues to insist on his innocence, he has stated that he is resigning out of concern for the office and a desire not to be unhelpful in matters concerning the ongoing investigation. The scandal has dogged the governor since allegations first came to light back in December of 2020, and since then, multiple accusers have come forward, and the New York State Attorney's Office has just issued a report accusing the governor of having sexually harassed multiple women, both staff and the employee of the governor's office, as well as private citizens. Just yesterday, Cuomo's top aide resigned in protest over the scandal as the public began to anticipate his inevitable resignation. The Senate has passed a $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure package. The bipartisan legislation was passed with the help of 19 Republican senators. The bill must now pass the House, where opposition is expected to be difficult to overcome, with many Republicans already balking at the idea of increasing the federal deficit. Democrats countered that the nation's crumbling infrastructure can no longer be ignored and that the expenditures are simply unavoidable. A condo building in Miami is evacuated following concerns about its structural integrity. The 8-story, 138-unit condo building was deemed unsafe following an attempt to shore up weakened and damaged columns in the building's first floor following a failure to pass their 40-year inspection. Issues began after the property manager was told by Miami City Council to immediately submit a plan to repair columns on the building's first floor. That plan was never received. However, the city did receive a letter stating that it was safe for the building's residents to stay in the building while repairs were being made. The city sent inspectors to determine what repairs the letter was referring to and to ensure they were within code and performed safely, only to find the condition of the columns warranted an immediate evacuation of the building. The Pentagon announces plans to make COVID vaccines mandatory for all active duty personnel. The plan was announced in a memo released by the Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin, in which he states that he will be asking President Biden to approve making the vaccine mandatory. President Biden responded by saying he fully supported the Secretary's proposal. Currently, service personnel can refuse a vaccine that is under emergency use authorization by the FDA. The President has the authority to waive that option. Dominion is suing cable news outlet Newsmax and One America News for defamation. Also named in the complaint are OAN personalities Chanel Rion and Christina Bobb and Newsmax's owners Robert Herring and Charles Herring. The suit alleges that OAN, Newsmax, and others knowingly and continuously sold the false story of election fraud in the 2020 presidential election, with Dominion cast as the villain. Newsmax responded in a statement saying, while Newsmax has not reviewed the Dominion filing in its coverage of the 2020 presidential elections, Newsmax simply reported on allegations made by well-known public figures, including the president, his advisors, and members of Congress. Dominion's action today is a clear attempt to squelch such reporting and undermine a free press. A tropical storm is forming in the Atlantic and is expected to make its way into the Gulf of Mexico near the Florida Peninsula in the coming days. The system is expected to become classified as a tropical storm later today or tonight, and at which point it will be given the name Fred. We will keep you posted with further updates as the storm progresses. I'm Tim Adkins, and this has been your 3-Minute News.